When managing workloads in Microsoft Azure, cost optimization and resource availability are two critical pillars for success. Two powerful tools at your disposal are reserved instances and capacity reservations. While they might seem similar at first glance, both involve planning ahead for compute resources. They serve different purposes and other distinct benefits. In this video, we will break down what reserved instances and capacity reservations are, how they differ, and when you should use it. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Now first let's understand what are Azure reserved instances. Azure reserved instances are a way to pre-purchase virtual machines for a period of 1 or 3 years. This allows you to get a discount on the resources you use. Reserved instances can reduce your resource cost by up to 72% compared to pay-as-you-go prices. It provides a billing discount and doesn't affect the runtime state of your resources. You can pay for reservation either upfront or a monthly basis. The total cost is the same for both options and there are no additional fees for choosing the monthly payment plan. If you have consistent resource usage that supports reservations, buying a reservation can help reduce your cost. For example, if you continuously run instances of a service without a reservation, you are charged at pay-as-you-go rates. Once you purchase a reservation, the discount is applied immediately and those resources are no longer billed at pay-as-you-go rates. There are a few points you need to keep in mind when buying reserved instances in Azure. It's important to note that reserved instances do not guarantee the availability of virtual machines, they only provide a billing discount. Reserved instances are associated with a specific VM size, region, and operating system configuration. Reserved instances are best suited for predictable, always-on workloads such as databases or enterprise applications. Now let's take a closer look at Azure Capacity Reservations. On-demand capacity reservation enables you to reserve compute capacity within an Azure region or availability zone for a flexible duration. Unlike reserved instances, on-demand capacity reservation do not require a 1-year or 3-year term commitment. You have the flexibility to create and delete reservation at any time, allowing you full control over their management. After creating a capacity reservation, you can use the resources immediately. The capacity remains reserved for you until you delete the reservation. Capacity reservation have some basic properties such as VM size, location, and quantity, which must be defined at the time of creation. Let's discuss what are the benefits of capacity reservation. After deployment, capacity is reserved for your use and remains available within the scope of applicable service level agreements. Basically, capacity reservation ensure guaranteed availability. Capacity can be deployed and deleted at any time without any term commitment. There's no upfront commitment, you pay only for the VMs you run. While the reservation holds capacity, you are not billed until the capacity is used. Capacity reservation are ideal for disaster recovery, scaling during peak loads, or meeting compliance requirements. You can combine capacity reservations with reserved instances to reserve both capacity and reduced cost. There are also some limitations. For example, creating capacity reservations is currently limited to certain VM series and sizes. Creating capacity reservations requires a quota just like when you create VMs. Capacity reservations are fundamentally different from reserved instances. Let's summarize the key differences between the two. First is time consideration or term. A reserved instance involves a commitment to use a resource for a specific period, typically 1 or 3 years, in exchange for a discounted rate. In contrast, a capacity reservation does not require any time or term commitment. You can create or delete it anytime. It can be for any duration of time. The capacity is reserved and available immediately until the reservation is deleted. Second, linking. A reserved instance is linked specifically to the VM size. A capacity reservation is defined by a combination of VM size, location, and the quantity of instances to be reserved. Third is SLA. SLA stands for Service Level Agreements. Reserved instances do not guarantee capacity. If the VM SKU is out of capacity, you will get a capacity allocation error. Capacity reservations guarantee availability. Fourth, region versus availability zones. Capacity reservations can be created for either a region or an availability zone, while reserved instances are scoped at the regional level. Fifth and last is billing. Reserved instances offer discounted pricing through term commitments, whereas capacity reservations are charged at standard pay-as-you-go rates for the associated VMs. As a reserved instances and capacity reservations address different needs. Reserved instances help you save money, while capacity reservations ensure resource availability. In the next video, we will learn how to create and manage on-demand capacity reservations in Azure. As this is a test environment, I'll not be purchasing a reserved VM instance. However, I can walk you through the process of buying one in the Azure portal. Navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Reservations. Under Services, select Reservations. To create a new reservations, click on Add button. From the list, select Virtual Machine. Now first, select your region. For this example, we will choose East US. Next, you can set up the duration for the reserved instance. The available duration are 1 year, 3 years or 5 years. Choose the duration as per your requirements. For example, let's select 3 years. Next, we have option for billing. You can pay for a reservation upfront or monthly. The total cost of upfront and monthly reservations is the same, and you don't pay any extra fees when you choose to pay monthly. Select your preferred VM size and click on Add to Cart. From here, you can buy a reserved VM instance in Azure. Keep in mind that Microsoft allows exchange, cancellation, and refund for Azure reservations. According to Microsoft official website, there is currently no early termination fee for Azure reservations. This means you can cancel your reservation at any time. However, a 12% early termination fee may be introduced for cancellations in the future. So if you buy reserved VM instances today, there are no early termination fees. However, this policy may change for purchases made in the future. That's all for this video on understanding reserved instances and capacity reservation in Azure. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.